So my name is Cynthia Deitle. I am the Program and Operations Director with the Matthew Shepard Foundation. Before I joined the Matthew Shepard Foundation, I spent 22 years with the FBI, 20 of those years working civil rights investigations.
Wow. Now, there's a civil rights unit in the FBI, right?
Yes.
And what comes under the ambit of the civil rights unit of the FBI?
So I was the unit chief for the civil rights unit in the FBI for several years. And what that entails is program management, essentially. So I was responsible for the Color of Law program, the hate
Color of law
crime,
is like police brutality and correctional...
police misconduct and police brutality, that's correct. The hate crime program, the human trafficking program, and then our abortion extremism program. So programmatic responsibilities to make sure all those programs run efficiently.
And you would also aid local communities that had hate crimes, right? In other words, it didn't have to be something that was just being prosecuted federally.
So we would try to, of course, augment any local or state hate crime investigation to make sure that they had sufficient resources to thoroughly investigate a hate crime or a hate incident, to make sure that their community resources were augmented as well, and make sure they had whatever they needed to engage with the community effectively, to make sure the crime was investigated, and to make sure that if there was a prosecutable case, that it was brought to justice.
What are some trends or some things that you remember from your just long career in helping people with regard to civil rights?
I think the key to remember is law enforcement does not work in a vacuum. We will fail miserably without the community involvement and without their buy-in. They have to trust us to believe that we will do the right thing. They have to believe that we will be effective. They have to believe that we are committed to eradicating hate crimes. And they have to believe that there is a partnership between law enforcement and the community. If that's ever broken, or if that's ever in danger of being broken, law enforcement will be ineffective, we will not be able to do our jobs, and we also won't know what's happening in that community. If there is a minority group that is particularly marginalized or disenfranchised or feels disvalued, we need to know who they are to make them feel not that way in the future. So whatever we can do to make them feel that they have value and make them understand that we are here to help them benefits the FBI and benefits law enforcement in general.
What were some of the biggest cases you worked on while you were with the Bureau in the hate crime area?
Probably some of the bigger ones that are more well known was the Crown Heights case in Brooklyn in the late 90s.
Oh, sure.
I was the case agent.
The stabbing.
The stabbing of Yankel Rosenbaum. I was the case agent for the retrial of that investigation. The Amadou Diallo case, the Abner Louima investigation, Color
Those
Law
are both
case.
police brutality cases.
Right.
Out of New York.
Right. And then there were others that I supervised from a managerial point of view as my career progressed.
Well, but now you have a whole new life. You're with a wonderful organization with people who I adore.
Yes.
The Matthew Shepard Foundation. Can you tell us a little bit about the Matthew Shepard Foundation?
The Matthew Shepard Foundation was founded in 1998 by Dennis and Judy Shepard as a result of the tragic murder of their son Matthew, who was killed in an anti-gay hate crime in Wyoming. Dennis and Judy have done an amazing job speaking all over the world, partnering with law enforcement, partnering with community groups to spread their message of erasing hate and building better relationships with communities so that a crime such as the one that happened to Matthew will not happen to others anywhere in the world ever again.
How can people reach the Matthew Shepard Foundation? You have a website, right?
So you can find us at matthewshepard.com. You can also find us at Matthew's Place. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. Obviously all over social media as well. But we're very easy to find.
Well, thank you so much for the wonderful work you did and the wonderful work you continue to do.
Thank you so much.
for
I
having
appreciate
us.
your time.
Thank you.
All right.